This is Charles Campbell with PlayHoops.com. I'm sitting with Canaan Cadwell, and we're about to give you a rundown of our top 10 teams in this year's PrimeTime Sports National Championship live from the Big Star Sports Expo here in Plano, Texas. Canaan, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. Charles, how are you?
I'm great. We've had you pretty busy walking around. We're here at the Expo. The people behind us that are watching, they can't see behind what's going on, but give us a little bit of what's happening right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of vendors out here today, man. I ran into iHoop Gear. They had some cool stuff over there. I ran into Palm Trees and Shade. They had some pretty cool socks over there. I saw Lonzo Ball pair of socks with the Lakers already. Man, it's crazy. Lonzo Ball is already a star, man. But it's a pretty cool vendors out here. The Crossover had a pretty cool recruitment site going on. Captain U. But yeah, it's a lot of vendors out here, man, and it's a lot of kids out here enjoying basketball games as well.
Absolutely. We had a little impromptu dunk contest. I mean, the rim was intense, so,
yeah.
you know, but we saw some scoops between the legs a little bit, but, you know, we're really looking to see what happens this week. I mean, we're at a national championship. We have kids from all over the country competing, and we'll be watching. As an evaluator, you'll be watching, and I'll be watching.
Definitely,
so let's hop into the 6th grade division here. At the end of the season, PrimeTime, so PrimeTime has a system, the Q-point system, where participating in events and how you place and finish, you earn certain points.
Right.
At the end of the season, TSI 2022 Blue finished #1 with 148 Q points in the 6th grade division. That would say that they have the best chance of winning the championship.
I would think so.
I would think so.
But Shreveport Runners, threally not too far behind.
I mean, they were only 13 points behind.
Yeah, they were only 13 points behind. So, I mean, those two teams, I mean, I'm really looking forward to watching them.
You know, and I'm hoping we get to see them match up.
Yeah,
ahead of bracket play, maybe a pool game or so. I haven't peeked at the pools just yet, but I'm hoping they get to match up.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to see the top two, you know, go against each other, but you never know. It's always injuries or something that happen, or there's always something that may happen. Upsets happen. Trust me, I've been here a couple years ago. I've seen last-second shots. I've seen all that, man. And hey, I'm looking for a good one.
You know, you really hope as a coach right now that you're playing your best basketball. We're at the end of the season, so you may be tired depending on how many tournaments you played in, but you know, the hope is that you play your best basketball right now. And I mean, if we talk about D1 Basketball Jones and D1 Premier, you know, and Alpha Omega Elite, and then there's another TSI 2022 team rounding out that top 6.
Right.
I mean, it seems like anybody, you know, it's anybody's game. And then we've interviewed today Marcus Smart, their 6th grade team. I mean, we have so many kids here, so many good teams that it's really anybody's game.
Yeah, my thing is, for you to win this tournament, you have to play hard. You have to be in tune. You have to make jump shots. You have to attack the rim. You have to do all that. Honestly, these 6th graders, they emulate the Golden State Warriors.
Exactly.
I don't know if you noticed that, but I've seen a lot of kids try to run their team like the Golden State Warriors. And if you don't have three-point shooters, don't shoot the three. If you don't have enough three-point shooters, it's just not the right time to shoot the three.
That message was for you, Coach.
Definitely.
Stop shooting the threes if you don't have shooters.
I understand it's a three-point game, but if you don't have the shooters and the personnel for it, just don't do it. I want to see some attacking the rim. I want to see some drawing the fouls. Let's get some other players in foul trouble.
You know, at this level, I mean, you know, you and I both watch a lot of high school basketball.
Right.
We both play. We have family and friends that play. I mean, you really just want to see kids playing the game the right way. You know, a coach earlier made a great point. What is the right way? You know, for me, as a 6th grader, like you said, I want to see you handling the ball. I want to see you defending. I want to see you trying to attack the rim, get to the foul line. I mean, do things that are, conducive to even your body. You know, I see a lot of kids throwing the ball across their body, shooting from deep.
Definitely.
Because, like you said, they do love Steph Curry. They do love Klay Thompson and KD and that whole treasonous group of Golden State Warriors that, you know, that we have. But, you know, it is a real thing in the game where we have 6th graders, you know, just running down, jacking threes.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, we all can't be the light-skinned assassins, but, I mean.
Well, me and you might be the light-skinned. That might be the name for this episode, the light-skinned assassins.
But also, I'm looking at other teams like TSI 22 Green and 365 Elite.
Yeah.
They're right behind, and Cut the Nets is tied with 365 Elite.
Yeah.
So, like you said, man, like these top 10 teams is a close battle. So I would love to see the top 2 teams just stick it out.
Yeah, you know, but anything can happen. I mean, everybody's bracket is busted in the NCAA, and this is a lot different than that.
Yeah, a lot different. And we're dealing with 6th graders here, so Hey, so your number 1 seed can lose first round.
Yeah.
Who knows, man?
They eat the wrong thing for breakfast and it can be a problem.
Hey, emotional problems. Dad didn't fix me this. Mom didn't do this. Brother didn't do this. So
I don't have on the fresh pair of bones. Like, I mean, it can be an issue.
Definitely can. So I just want to see these 6th graders just play hard, like you said. That's my thing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and like you said, we'll be spending a lot of our time in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade divisions. And so, you know, if you want to get seen, if you're watching, you want to be seen, you know, defend. We want to see you play defense, you know. We want to see you play to your strengths, not what you think your strengths are, but play to your strengths. You know, and be a great teammate and a coachable kid. I mean, that's one of the things with these younger guys that I think we really should focus on.
And one thing that we didn't mention is parents. You know how parents get when we come to these tournaments. And man, it's a lot of emotional stuff going on, and sometimes parents get involved. I just want to see a well-clean tournament where parents kind of stay in their lane, referees stay in their lane, coaches stay in their lane, and kids stay in their lane.
It's not happening.
It's not gonna happen like that though. It's just not.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
I think we will definitely be tagging AAU Bingo on Twitter with some amazing stories of some of the things we see these parents do.
Hopefully we catch some good footage too.
Yeah, I mean, parents, I'm just gonna let you know, I will put you on Twitter, I will put you on Instagram and Snapchat if you're acting crazy in the fans. If you wear something crazy.
This is a viral world here we live in.
We will put you out there.
Definitely.
Your child will be famous and you will be too.
Hey, LeVar Ball, he got famous.
You know what? The LeVar Ball situation has just, it's almost validated that dad. And LeVar Ball's not a bad dude.
Yeah,
loves his son, supports his son.
Good parent. Parents respects him.
But other parents don't understand. They don't have 3 marketable sons like LeVar Ball does.
Right. But imagine having 3 kids or 3 sons that has NBA potential. I mean, your head as a father is going to be out of this world.
So mom and dad, if your son is 3'6" and he's 15 years old,
hey, know your son's personnel.
You just gotta know it.
Just know it. Just know your son's personnel.
Because we really don't want to put you out there, but we will. We will for sure put you out there.
Definitely.
But let's move on to the 7th grade division. I mean, it gets a little bit better in terms of this is where you see kids starting to grow, develop more. You'll see a little more height. You'll see a little more athleticism and ability. D1 basketball finished number 1 at 137.
Right.
Shreveport Kings / Pilots, a king and a pilot. Interesting combination, but hey, works for you, it works for us.
Hey, they're number 2, so it must be doing something right.
I guess it's the Louisiana Wings. Game Tight and Texas Premier round out our top 5.
Yeah, man. I'm really interested to see, like you said, the top 2 teams play, but the Louisiana Wings, they're not too far from that 3rd spot.
You know, this division seems a lot closer than 6th grade does.
Definitely.
When you go from 1 to 5, there's only 32 points separating you at the top.
In the top 5, they're all over 100 points.
Yeah.
So it should probably be more competitive with this league, hopefully. But like you said, still, parents, understand your kids' personnel.
Yeah.
Again, understand your kids' personnel.
I mean, it's a national championship. We want to have fun. I mean, we're having fun on the interview, you know, talking about it. But you want them to enjoy the game. I mean, they're still at the level of enjoying the game. And, I mean, you know, it's not really different in terms of what it takes to win at this level. You know, we're not talking about 7-footers and 6'10" guys and really athletic kids, even though, I mean, I saw some pretty athletic 7th graders over there during the dunk situation, you know. But the formula to me is the same.
Definitely.
You know, play hard, play smart, and at the end of it all, you should win. You should win a trophy.
Definitely, yeah. You don't need the best athletes. You don't need the best athletes, but it sure does help. But hey, play hard. Don't turn the ball over. Listen to coaches. Play fundamental, smart basketball. Hey, that wins it every time.
Exactly.
Honestly, that wins it every time.
So moving on to 8th grade here. To round out, we got the Texas Premier 2020. Team Extreme, Cut the Next Green, Alpha and Omega Elite, and Texas Riders Platinum. You know what? But at the number 6 spot, Pro Skills 2020. You know, Pro Skills is an organization that plays, they play on the EYBL, their top teams. And so it just seems like you might expect them to have some ball players.
Success. Yeah, I mean, I would think so. Like playing in those tournaments, that's PrimeTime tournaments right there. So you bring a team like that over here, definitely. I expect nothing but success, definitely.
You know, 8th grade is where last year the Texas Titans who have Cade Cunningham, who's one of the top players in the country. He's just recently ranked in the top 25. Mike Miles, in our rankings, we have him as a top 3 player in the city. They have a 6'10" kid. They won it all last year. 8th grade really is a very, very strong division when it comes to PrimeTime National. And I don't really expect anything less this year.
Definitely. I don't expect nothing less at all. I see Alpha Omega is in there twice for their older group too. Right. So I want to see that program as well.
So, while you're watching these games and you're evaluating talent, what specifically are you looking for?
I look at on and off the court because as a player, you're not only dealing with a kid on the court. Like, for example, DeMarcus Cousins. You see a lot of baggage he brings outside the court. So I like to see how a player acts towards after a loss, after a win. Does he shake the other teammate's hand? Does he listen to the coaches? Does he pout? Or does he have an attitude? Those things are qualities for college, for what college recruiters are looking at. So I like to look at the same thing, and of course, the way you play the game. How you like. Are you playing the game the correct way? Are you jacking shots, or are you taking smart shots?
Yeah. I think.
What about you?
For me, I echo everything that you said. One of the big things that we talk about, and I see a lot of trainers with a lot of interesting gimmicks. They got tennis balls and they have, trash cans and ice bottles and water bottles and, concrete. And you're mixing concrete while you're dribbling a basketball and you're doing all types of crazy things. But where's the player's instincts? Where's his IQ? Does he naturally play the game? Or is he kind of robotic? You can tell that he's in training. Because my thing is, boards don't hit back.
Yeah.
That cone is not going to guard you. That position on the floor when you're one on none isn't going to, it's not coming back at you. It's not producing anything that's going to, stop you. But you got kids out here that are hungry.
Yeah.
You only have a certain amount of scholarships. You only have a certain amount of spots to make your high school team. And so does a player have natural instincts when it comes to playing the game? And for me, that's really huge. Is he making the right pass because he understands that this benefits the team? Or does he, and you can see him kind of processing and thinking, or is he just making something happen because he's bigger and faster?
Right.
And I think that's where sometimes as media, we can kind of see where, okay, this kid is bigger and faster, and this is why he's doing these things, but when you get to that next level, you're going to need this. You're going to have to really play the game from this down. And that's kind of really what I look for on top of everything that you got going on.
Yeah, definitely. And also, what are you playing for? Like, are you playing just to be out here and play, or you actually want to play here for a scholarship? Because there's colleges out here. Yeah. So for all the kids that's playing, hey, play hard. There's colleges looking at you on and off the court. So, definitely.
I'm excited. I can tell you're excited. The Big Star Expo is a great experience. If you're a vendor, this is a great opportunity for you to be a part of this. We got 700 teams coming out here, walking through, visiting vendors, buying T-shirts, buying swag, sneakers. We have video games.
Yeah.
We just have. It's just a great event, a great atmosphere, and you really should consider being a part of it. And my thing is, you don't have to deal with that Vegas heat. It's like 116 degrees in Vegas. Who wants to deal with that?
It's about 20 degrees less in here, so hey, I know it's heat, but
and I'm light skinned, so I burn.
Hey, I do too. I relate. I get red. I get red here. Get red up here.
It's not a good look.
It's
not at all.
So yeah,
Caden, I really look forward to it. Tomorrow we kick it off, and I just really hope that teams from game one are locked in and they're ready to play. They don't, because really, you have one bad game in a situation like this, it can derail your whole tournament.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen it. I've seen. I'm not gonna say the name, but I've seen a coach after the first game, after they lost, he withdrew the whole team, and they left the tournament because he thought the referees were playing unfair. Well, the referees could have been unfair, but it's about your kids. At the end of the day, it's about the money that you put in. It's about your kids, and I just want to see. I want to see coaches and teams stay throughout the tournament after a loss, even if they don't agree with the referees and officials. Just stick it out.
Yeah. Well, we've enjoyed our conversation talking about the 6th and 8th grade divisions. We'll come back and talk about our 9th through 12th grade. This is Charles Campbell with PlayHoops.com and Canaan Cadwell. All right, Canaan. We're back to discuss our 9th through 12th grade divisions here at the PrimeTime National Championship. live from the Big Star Sports Expo, PrimeTime Sports, 2017 National Championship. Let's dive right into the 9th grade division. Ending the Q points at the end of the season, you have HK Express, Houston Kings, Jessica's Hoops, EA Ducks, and the Crusaders, all within 16 points of each other.
Pretty close.
Nobody had over 100.
No one. So, honestly, the level of competition is going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty close. So, what I'm expecting is who's going to be that guy. Like, I really want to see who's going to be that guy of the 9th grade boys. I want to see who's going to be the all-star of this tournament. Who's going to come out, and you know what? I've been overlooked. I'm the underdog. That's what I'm looking for with these teams. What about you?
You know, I think that's a great thing to look for, because when you start getting into 9th grade basketball, there is a little bit of a separation, because you got the kids that have put in work, you got the kids that said they put in work, and this is where we're really going to see who has put in the work that they, that we always see tweeted on social media.
Definitely.
And I think, like we said, 16 points separates the top 5 teams. But even when you go to 10, it's only a 27-point difference. So that means a lot of these teams are definitely beating each other. It doesn't look like anybody really just rolled through or just dominated. They're all very close. And you had events from Houston to Dallas to Louisiana to Arkansas and Georgia and all these different places. And I think we just, 9th grade may be, looking at the points, 9th grade may be the toughest division.
Yeah, it has to be. It's very close.
Very close.
It's very close. I don't even know what to tell about these teams. Like, who's going to be the team that's going to prevail overall? You know, because it's such a close battle. So I'm just trying to see who's going to be that team, who's going to be that player to step up.
So 10th grade, as Soulja Boy gets cranked up in the venue, Mo Taylor Elite, Texas Impact, Express Hoops, Houston Kings, X Elite round out our top 5. 40 points separate this group. Mo Taylor Elite, only team to get into 100.
Yeah, Mo Taylor Elite has a little bit of separation from the other pack. So I'm looking forward to seeing Maurice Taylor, his team, in this tournament, definitely.
They look like they're the clear favorites.
Yeah, I want to see how. I've never seen them play, so I want to see these guys play. I want to see if they can actually live up to the hype.
And that's the thing. Hype is such a dangerous word. It can be good and it can be bad. But their play looks like it's really just set them apart from their peers.
Yeah, they're the only team, like you said, the only team in 100 points. But hey, when you look at the top 5, the top 5 is a big separation from the rest of the pack. So I expect one of those top 5 to be at the top.
Yeah, that's my expectation too. And I'll go out on a limb and say maybe there's a team that we're not aware of coming into town. Maybe one of these teams got some new players. We never know, but I clearly see Mo Taylor Elite as a favorite.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we go 11th and 12th. BC Flight, Family Renegades, Houston Kings, Cy-Fair Heat, and War. 94 to 75, 19-point difference. A little bit closer, but 11th and 12th grade, there's definitely some blowout potential there.
Yeah, and actually the Cy-Fair Heat, I lived in Cypress. I went to Cypresswood High School, so I've seen Cy-Fair Heat organization. I like the way those guys play. I'm not sure about the talent this year, but I just know within that organization that those guys work hard. And so with them being in the top 5, I'm looking forward to watch them play only because I went to school in Cypress, So.
And I'm looking for, honestly, that's where I'm looking to get most of our highlights. That's where I want to see guys really get after it. I want to see guys play above the rim. And really, you guys are 11th and 12th grade. It's time for you to really show coaches what you have. And,
Definitely.
And we'll be really watching that division.
Definitely.
So here we go to round it out. Cut the Nets green. Morning Star, Texas Heat, Texas Blue Devils, and the ITZ Warriors. But number 10 is 40 points away from the top.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of a wide margin right there.
Yeah. It looks like the rich are rich here. You got to kind of go with the BC Flight, but we interviewed the OC Gators Elite here a little while ago, and they come out of that Lancaster High School in Dallas, Texas those are ball players. They're scrappy, they're tough. So they'll be a team to watch, but
Definitely. I didn't know that, so yeah, that's
if we can get that Cy-Fair Heat OC Gators matchup, I think we're going to have one big-time 11 to 12.
Yeah, I would love to watch that one.
Well, perfect. Well, this is Charles Campbell with PlayHoops, Canaan Cadwell. We've enjoyed having you watch the show today. Make sure you visit us, playhoops.com, live from the PrimeTime Sports National Championship from the Big Star Expo in Plano, Texas. Thanks for tuning in.